I have some questionable news for you. I don't want to make a judgment on this, but I would suggest that we all slow down. Now, there is a gag order. The guy was supposed to be on with us yesterday, and it was curious to me that this was happening in Dallas, and he was not on Dallas radio or Dallas, a show like ours based in Dallas. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that I asked Stu, and I didn't even have to finish the sentence. We both said, why is this on RT? If you know anything about RT, that is a Russian news agency. And that was the one that first brought it out. And I thought, why is this not on Dallas?
Or Fox News.
Or Fox News first, and then RT picks it up. How did RT get this story? It's Russian. Okay. So we've been looking into it. We've been trying to get him on the phone. We've been trying to get her on the phone. The attorneys won't come on either. Now, things changed. He was supposed to be on with us today, but apparently things changed because there was a gag order put on yesterday in court. But I want to show you a document that one of our producers' wife, Mike, his wife has been fascinated by this.
So Mike's the wife? This is
Mike's wife.
Modern society is
what's
interesting.
The problem?
There's no question. Mm-hmm.
So, they've been kind of digging into it and went in and got the court documents that are available. And this document is the findings of facts by the court. Okay, these are not the charges. These are the things the courts found as findings of facts. So it goes into they were married on this date, blah, blah, blah. Respondent induced petitioner into marriage by fraud. That was the case. That was her case. This was a fraudulent marriage from the beginning. And these are the findings of fact that led the court to go, yep. Before the marriage, lied to petitioner about former marriages, lied about former relationships, lied about his education. Respondent misled petitioner about being a professor by having mail sent to him as Professor Younger. Before the marriage, lied to the petitioner about being a teacher at the University of North Texas. Before the marriage, respondent lied to petitioner about his service in the Marines. Lied about his military experience in the Army. Lied about his prior income and earnings. Lied about his sources of income, about his debt. Failed to disclose extensive student loans. He lied about working for a Fortune 500 company. Lied about his employment. Lied about his unemployment. Lied about not taking unemployment compensation. Blah, 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 blah. Then it just keeps going on and on and on. Then it talks about the petitioner and respondent had two children. James Damon Younger and Jude Daniel Younger, boys born May 7th, 2012. They're collectively in this document now known as the boys. Okay, so this couple had two boys. However, the wife had two prior children, Zoe and Sydney. They're called girls in this matter for the court. Okay, so then it goes into child support that he was in arrears and blah, 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 blah. Children. Respondent engaged in inappropriate and hurtful treatment of the girls. Now, again, these are the facts and conclusions of the law. Respondent engaged in inappropriate and hurtful treatment of the girls. The girls were good, sweet, hardworking, well-mannered children. Respondent forced the girls to do plank push-ups for extended periods of time while reading the house rules until the girls cried. Respondent would lock the girls down in their room and remove all their possessions from their rooms and would not let them participate in family activities. Respondents would put the girls in silent treatment and they could not talk until spoken to for many, many days. Respondent's actions caused harm to the girls. One of the girls developed a suicide plan. The other girl was cutting herself. Based in large his treatment of the girls, petitioners asked respondent to move out of the residence. Both girls improved after he moved out. The respondent lied to the petitioner about the girls. The girls had a very good, safe, healthy relationship with the boys. Respondent failed to co-parent. Petitioner made attempts, blah, 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 blah. So we now know, and this is, I hate this, but every Disney movie is accurate when it comes to the evil stepmother, or, they don't ever use the evil stepfather. But when you bring someone in to your family, it is more likely than not that those kids will be abused in some way or another, neglected or abused. The numbers go through the roof on abuse a lot of times, and it's not always, but a lot of times.
So you're saying higher than the normal levels?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you have a step parent in, especially a guy with girls, the odds of abuse goes through the roof.
That's interesting. I've never heard that. But, obviously it does create a dynamic of family of that, it's a massive change. I mean, I had divorced when I was young. My parents divorced, and it does change a lot of things in your life, right? I mean, it's certainly nothing like we're talking about here. But it does get to a point where, you're shaken as a kid and you're trying to figure out, what's going on in the world, right?
So, he said, she said, but it is not a clear-cut case. And again, we should have said this from the day one because we said it to each other. Why is RT the lead on this story?